I wasn't the best coder on my team, and that's exactly why my tech career didn't stall. If you're thinking that being the strongest coder guarantees promotion, raises, or even job security, this video might save you years. So my name is Zazo. I've spent 8 years in tech, 4 years in software engineering, and the other 4 years currently working in data analytics. And I've watched brilliant coders just completely get stuck in their career path. And today I'm going to talk about something that silently can cap your career path if you're interested or if you are going down the path of trying to be the best coder. So here's the belief that most of us in the tech industry kind of follow that completely tears everything apart. We believe that if we are just the best at the technical skills, that everything else will just fall into place. So we go and we grind the lead code, we fix the hardest bugs, and then we chase the new frameworks. Every time they come out, we want to be the best in that framework. I know how this feels firsthand, and for a while, it works until it doesn't. So here's the trap that nobody really talks about. When you're the best coder, you kind of just become the execution engine. You get pulled into every fire, and you're valued more for your output and not your impact. So let me frame it in a different way. You're basically the hamster on the wheel that is always running, because that's what you're valued for. Literally just doing the task. A little secret here, that's really not a secret. Most managers don't promote that person that is just able to code and code the best and just continue to run on this wheel. They promote the person that removes problems from the system and that lowers risk, increase revenue, or decrease costs. And the better you are at coding, the company needs you right where you're at your desk, consistently coding for hours and hours on end. So let me give you a little personal story to kind of show you the real world effects of this. It was me and a guy that was on my team, and by far, coding just made sense to him. Technical knowledge was definitely his thing. For me, it came a little bit slower because of my upbringing and probably just not being around a lot of technology. However, I noticed this early on, and that's what kind of made me pivot and say, I honestly can't compete on that level with this guy. There's just no way. However, that does not mean I can't be successful. That does not mean I can't get a promotion or anything like that. Let me find the areas that he or we as a team lack in, which was very much communication, come up with real solutions to problems, not just execute them. But when promotion time came, yes, he could do all of the execution, but who could think about the bigger picture, really put things into place, architect a solution, and execute at the same time. Now, I may have not been able to execute as fast as him. However, his mind was not on that level. He was strictly worried about just coding what he was told to code. And these are two different levels. One will get you stuck and the other will get you promoted. So here's what actually moves your career forward in tech. The first thing is explaining complex things simply, anticipating or being proactive about problems before they happen, aligning your work with business goals. This is very important because that's what creates impact, making your manager's job easier, and also being able to explain trade-offs, not just the solution itself. None of these show up on LeetCode. However, these things definitely show up in those interviews when it comes to being promoted. So this hits software engineers and data analysts the hardest because we're normally taught to put your head down and just learn all of the technical stuff and just kind of write and perfect that craft. But the higher you go, the less it is about the actual tools and the more it is about the business impact. With business impact, it comes with making decisions, using your judgment, and communicating. So if you're earlier on in your career or even mid-level in your career, do this instead. Narrate your thinking out loud in meetings, translate your technical decisions into business outcomes, ask why before jumping into how. Document your decisions, not just the code, and also be known for clarity, not heroics. So you don't stop coding, you just stop hiding behind it. The goal isn't to be the best coder in the room. The goal is to be the person that people trust with unclear situations. That's who gets promoted, that's who survives layoffs, and that's essentially who builds the leverage. If you want more honest conversations about tech and giving you the real about tech, go ahead and subscribe, like the video. Love, peace, and chicken grease.